Today we're going to be working on Chapter 9, Lesson 3, Minimum, Maximum, and Range on pages 220 and 221. Yesterday we've been talking about mean, median, and mode, and today we're going to talk about another way to describe data, and that's to find the smallest value that we're going to call the minimum. And we're going to describe the largest value as the maximum. So we need to find the minimum and maximum of this set of data, and here it is. I see 15, 4, negative 1, 6, negative 5, and 10. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is order the numbers from the least to the greatest. So let's do that. The first one is going to be negative 5, and then negative 1, and then 4, 6, 10, and 15, and we'll put little commas to distinguish each number. Great. Next, we're going to need to find the smallest value, or the minimum, and I can see that's going to be the one on the left, and so that's going to be this one right here, negative 5. So the minimum is negative 5. The maximum is going to be on this end. It's the biggest number, the greatest number, and this, of course, is going to be 15. So I'm going to write 15, and that is our answer, negative 5 and 15. So we know how to find the mean, median, and mode, along with the minimum value and the maximum. Right now we're going to be looking for a range, and so I'm going to tell you what that means in a moment. First, however, we're going to have to order these numbers from least and to greatest. So when I'm looking at it, I see that negative 20 is the smallest number of the minimum value, along with negative 12, and then negative 8, negative 7, negative 3, and then negative 2. So our minimum value is 20. Our maximum value is negative 2. That's our biggest number. So now what we need to do to find the range is to subtract. We're going to be subtracting the minimum from the maximum. So the maximum, of course, is negative 2. And I'm going to write that first. So negative 2, our maximum, minus our minimum, which is negative 20. We can sort of put this in parentheses if that helps. And I know that when we have two negatives next to each other, like we do here, we can simply change that to an addition sign. So negative 2 plus 20 is going to give us positive 18, and 18 is our answer. 18 is our range, which we know is the difference from the minimum to the maximum. So again, we're going to be finding range, and let's take a look at these numbers. We're going to be putting them in order from least to greatest, and so I see that the smallest number, of course, is negative 5, and then negative 1, and then 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. All right, so we know that our minimum value, of course, is negative 5. Our maximum is 8, and like we talked about a second ago, we're going to be subtracting the minimum number, which is negative 5, from 8. So let's write 8. 8's the maximum, minus negative 5. So it's going to be like 8 plus 5, and 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 is our range. We just found out the answer. The range is 13. Let's practice finding minimum, maximum, and range on page 221.